Hey everybody, welcome back to the Rebel Chum channel. Today we're going to do a review of the NEC soundboard. This is an Igniter R2, but in basically outlining it's a good example video of an Igniter R3, which is the current version that's on the market now. Don't worry, I will do a review of the Igniter R3 as well, but for now I have the Igniter R2 on hand and I'm going to do a review for you guys. So there's a few features that I really like about the Igniter R2, and for most reason is the sensitivity and the pickup of all the small movements. This soundboard is super sensitive. The sensor's really picking up all the small movements. Now I didn't secure the blade in there, so let me just do that really quick and then show off what I mean with that. Let me see, is the blade all the way in? Might not be the case. No. I need to push the blade a little bit further. Okay, that's far enough. So let me just show you off what I mean about sensitivity. Turn the saber on. Looks really cool, right? This is a red blue LED, so 2 reds, 1 blue. The flash and clash, but the sensitivity is really nice. See the small movements I make? It still picks up a lot of them. And that's something that I really like about the NEC soundboards. Now there's, of course, you can also make a Plector Lab soundboard really sensitive if you want to, but I feel it always works really well out of the box on NEC soundboards. And in my personal opinion, maybe even a bit better than with the ones from Plector Labs. Especially what I mean is the smaller movements, the small movements, and the pickup of fast movements. If I do a lot of fast movements, the NEC soundboard, I always like how fast it picks up the movements, cut off the audio and go to the next wave or sound of the sound font that you have loaded onto it, and to play that sound of the next swing. I really dig that. Again, you can make it as crazy as you want with the configuration on Plector Lab boards and in this case the NEC soundboards. You can also make it less sensitive if you want to. And there's some other features as well. It has the flash on class, it has RGB color changing. In this case I don't have an RGB LED, as I said, it's a red blue LED. But I can still make up purple, I can make up blue, I can make red. So I still have some color options there to make sort of an performance RGB. Now, what I dig about this lightsaber soundboard is that it basically has a lot of sound banks available. So you can load up a whole bunch of different sound fonts. It has these audio tracks that you can play off. And basically there's a lot of options going on there. Now there's also some things that I feel they're a little bit less good worked out on the NEC soundboard, and one thing is the RGB color changing. I will show you. So you have to hold the lightsaber this and then rotate it to another color. So this is purple. In this case I only loaded 2 color profiles, so red, but it does not always work that well, and you have to twist it like a motor handle, like this. And sometimes when you swing the lightsaber a lot, it has the tendency to accidentally change the color, which is super annoying. See, now it doesn't work because I do it too aggressive. I need to do it slowly. That is one thing I have a little bit of a gripe with this soundboard, is that I'd rather have seen it. I would rather have seen it to not change the colors like that, but rather have a main switch and auxiliary switch to hold both, like something like a Plector Labs, something with actual tactile pressures with feedback versus twisting. I don't like this feature too much personally. It also, what I feel like, I know it can be configured better, but I feel like after trying a lot, I always feel like the flash on clash, the sensitivity of it is not as nice out of the box, the experience, as for example with a Plector Labs. It's weird to describe, but I feel like it has a harder time detecting the incoming clashes on the soundboard and then translate that into a flash and clash. Some people like that, some people don't like that. For me, what is important about a lightsaber is how well she responds. When I swing the saber around, how well is the lightsaber soundboard gonna respond to all those swings? The small movements, the big movements, how is he gonna pick that up? Moving up and down, left and right, diagonal. It has to have different sounds. Now, of course, Plextor Labs has this as well these days. And the Crystal Shard version 4.0 and the Crystal Focus 9.0 has been, and of course the Prism 5.1 has been massively improved in the sensor engines that are on that soundboard. Definitely close to the experience I have on this NEC Igniter R2, but still I feel like the Igniter R2 is a bit more sensitive in picking up those motions, but that is something personal. A lot of people will maybe not agree with me, but that is where I stand with. I like the Igniter soundboards for that fact. Something that I also felt on the Hysteria soundboards from the Plextor / Wonder Force, they also have that very sensitive motion picking up, and I really dig that personally. So this Igniter R2 soundboard by NEC is a really cool soundboard. I do recommend the version 3. If you pick up a second-hand lightsaber with the Igniter R2, it's a very solid soundboard. It works really well. As I said, it's super sensitive. It just has a little bit of a learning curve with the RGB color changing if you have an RGB LED in said saber. I'm not personally the biggest fan of that feature, but I do find that the motion picking up, the sensitivity of the lightsaber is really doing it justice. It has a lot of sound banks, it has a lot of features. For example, this saber has the RGB, has a side scrolling effect, etc. I mean, a bar graph. You can configure it really crazy, like other soundboards out there. It's a really premium soundboard, and it's really cool. I really like it. So hopefully this soundboard review was useful to you. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. Do you like the Igniter, or do you like Plextor Labs, and why do you like one over another soundboard company, or do you like them both, and do they both have strengths and weaknesses, and which one you would pick over the other? Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye bye.